And cell can be activated using... I have to look up. I think it's some sort of NVIDIA thing, but I forget what it does. And why is it called and cell? And cell. Is it like anarchic selection? Yeah, I'm going to call it that. Anarchic selection activated, no thank you. So that's it for the Scarlet Cascabel. That concludes the Scarlet Cascabel. You might say, so that concludes the Scarlet Cascabel. Which concludes the thing I finished because it wrapped to the end of the month, or it went to the last. It started on the last couple of days of the month. Whatever. Yeah, you just don't make a lot of money with this. You know, I might make $15 a month if I'm putting out every day. Maybe $20 if I'm lucky. The most I've ever made is like $40 or something once because if you get lucky and one of your videos happens to get a lot of views more than usual somehow, or if one of your videos, and this actually happened, because I noticed I was getting more money than usual, and I wanted to see where it was coming from, so I went and looked in the stats, the analytics, and it said a lot of it was coming from, I'm not going to say which video it was for reasons I'll elucidate presently, or shortly, but it was coming from this one video, and I'm like, why is everyone watching this random one? So I looked, and this is back when YouTube let you do this, because for some reason they don't anymore, inexplicably. You can go and see what terms people were searching for when they clicked on that video, and someone was searching for a phrase that kind of contained the, it was an FM, right? It contained the FM's title in it, and I'm like, what is this phrase? So I googled it, and turns out it's the name of some sort of conspiracy theory documentary about a conspiracy theory. And I'm like, okay, so these, conspiracy theorists, well known for being very intelligent, they go on YouTube, search for the title of this conspiracy theory documentary, and they find my fan mission video, which is extremely clearly a Thief fan mission let's play and not a conspiracy theory documentary. But they click it anyways, and then after like 3 seconds they realize it isn't it and click away, but there's so many clicks that I was getting tons of money, and I'm like, I feel a little dirty about this, and not in the fun way. But it's not like I purposely titled it to be like, this is the name of a conspiracy theory, haha, got you. It's just these fools were coming like, oh, I guess I'll click this, obviously not the thing. And so I'm just like, well, I guess I'll take it while it lasts, and I took it while it lasts, and it was glorious. The end. And I'm not going to tell you what fan mission it was, because I don't want to drive any clicks to this shit whatsoever. I mean, right? This looks like the start of a line if you looked at it from some angle. That's what it looks like to me. So anyway, oh yeah, definitely. There's really zero incentive for me to do this shit like ever. Wait a minute. Yeah, that too might be something. Except that I was pretty close to a $100 payout that recently, so I'm like, derp. Because I could literally probably take the computer that I have and crypto mine on it and still make more money per month than doing this. You know what I'm saying? Still, right now. Months and days. As a North American, I would just like to say that my country's date formatting system is terrible, and we should abolish it. Month first, that's fucking stupid. Put the year, month, day, or day, month, year. Don't bloody mix it. I am wholeheartedly with everyone else in the world. It's terrible and stupid-faced. Stupid-faced! That's right. Oh, the sun. Truly, it is the ball at the start of all lines. Now I'm paranoid. Every part of the environment ever could be a line. Are you in alignment with your greatest desires or whatever? Is your heart corruptible? If so, not. Probably, because I don't know. If you get punched in the face, I guess you go like, I now have a punched in the face kink and I want to get punched in the face more. Rather than going like, I clearly don't want to get punched in the face again and want to get gently patted on the head or something instead. I don't know. There's many things I don't understand about the world, such as quantum physics or M theory or Z theory. That's something I really don't understand, possibly because it doesn't exist. I watch someone say, actually, there is something called Z theory. Let me explain. Everybody date their cat. Hoy! Or themselves. You know how people say, I'm going to be dating myself with this statement? Well, hey, nothing wrong with that, bro. Date yourself or a clone of yourself. Personally, I don't think I'd be able to stand myself if there was a clone of myself. but that's probably an ordinary thing to say. Then again, I've snuggle-huggled my kid self, so now the ultimate challenge is to snuggle-huggle my teenage self, which that's gonna be difficult. Because I really have no excuse then. I was just talking dumb and with the arrogance the size of Jupiter, and, you know, it wasn't like, well, I didn't know any better. Oh, no, I don't. Wait. How are there so many? And I deserved all the humiliation, embarrassment. You know, I use the word humiliation, but maybe that doesn't mean what I think it means. To me, it means like a stronger form of embarrassment. Maybe that's not what it's supposed to mean. Yes, I've gotten all the lines on the flowers, at least I think I have. That's why I call it a humiliation attack when I get an embarrassment attack or whatever you call it. You know, so people say social anxiety is about, you know, you're afraid to go out and be social because you're afraid XYZ might happen. I'm like, okay, that's not what it is. I'm not afraid XYZ might happen. I possess the knowledge that XYZ almost certainly will happen based on real experience constantly. So it's not me being afraid of something. I mean, if you refrain from putting your hand on a hot burner, whether your hand is hot or not, it's not you being afraid. It's just you knowing that if you put your hand on the burner, it's going to be excruciatingly painful, so you don't. It's not fear, it's just prudence based on knowledge. So that's what it all is, you know? 'Cause when the wind stands still on this emerald hill and I'm playing Sonic 2, and when I punch you right in the frigging jaw, I'm gonna be indebted to you. New ground I haven't been to in any of these rambles. Oh, it looks so much like Channelwood. Channelwood Park, which is not the name of a park in real life. No. I watch someone say, actually. So I get that there's a green line and it's definitely going to be part of a line. I mean, what else would it be part of? What the hell, dude? You have to solve all of these insane puzzles. Also, literally, what do these tilted ones mean? Whatever, man. Fuck puzzles. I'm trying to blabble. What is this brain usage garbage? Ugh. Yeah. What? Seriously? Oh, it's timed. That's enough spent rocket fuel for today. Sitting up in a tree. Kisng. If you want to misspell it. But, you know, that's okay, because you're sitting listening to the radio and hear this song called P-A-S-S-I-O-N, except it sounds like K-I-S-S Iowa, because Iowa's the only place you know. And the radio announcer comes on like, and that was P-A-S-S-I-O-N by Rhythm Syndicate with no H. Jokes abound, of course, that they're just hiding their H under their bed. Jokes abound, of course, that they can spell passion but not rhythm. Glad I finally got to use that line. That line is hot. Yeah, that's what is going to happen, right? You mean it isn't? Let me tell you. Look at those species of tree. Tree seas, if you will. Because apparently some people pronounce it species, like that movie from the 90s where there was commercials going like, species. But then apparently it was just thinly veiled porn, which sounds awesome to me, except maybe not, because that sounds a bit exaggerated. No, what you want is like wholesome succubus hentai. No, well, maybe. Wait. It's obvious that's something. Or is it? One of these days I'll tell you about the Pacific Cat scandal. It's a proud part of our heritage. So anyway, yeah, I'm not going to buy a lapel mic because that would be an expense. How many months do you think it would take me to pay off that? I mean, Jesus. I mean, not pay it off, but like make a return on the investment, you know. Well, there'd be no return on the investment because everything would just be the same. It would just make me not make any profit for the next 8 million years. Oh, profit. Very important. Oh, profit. Oh, yeah. Dude, but I'm sorry. I have to get these squirrels' tails remaining down until there are none. So, Max, relax, New Jacks, I get the facts from. Who the hell wants to do this shit? It's like you look at it and your eyes glaze over. And that's why I have an okayness kink, except it's just an okayness liking, because honestly, if I was eating a Macintosh apple, and you go, oh, eating a Macintosh apple, not a problem. Then if I'm eating a Granny Smith apple, oh, you have a Granny Smith kink, do you? No, I just like Granny Smith apples. Exactly, you have a Granny Smith kink. And you're not allowed to eat them normally because that's disgusting, you sick fuck. No, you got to go into the Granny Smith eating kinky chamber where it's just this chamber with pictures of rotten Granny Smith apples with fruit flies all around them on the walls, and you have to eat it in there. And you still can't eat it normally even when you're in there. You have to eat it like, oh, yes, Granny Smith apple, it's super fucked up. Ugh. And then you have to put actual mold and rot onto it and put some fruit flies around it and then coat it in crack as well. You cannot just eat it normally. Dispermitted, because how quickly the establishment disobeyers form their own establishment and start not wanting anyone to disobey that. I don't understand things, you guys, sometimes. Whatever. I guess this video is probably about over. Dicks.